Hello and welcome to another video about the wonderful world of Latin with Johann Joachim Winckelmann, the father of art history, describing the Apollo Belvedere statue. Among all the works of antiquity which have escaped destruction, the statue of Apollo in the Belvedere is the highest ideal of art. The artist has constructed this work entirely on the ideal, and has employed in its structure just so much only of the material as was necessary to carry out his design and render it visible. This Apollo exceeds all other figures of him as much as the Apollo of Homer excels him whom later poets paint. His stature is loftier than that of man, and his attitude speaks of the greatness with which he is filled, an eternal spring as in the happy fields of Elysium, clothes with the charms of youth, the graceful manliness of ripened years, and plays with softness and tenderness about the proud shape of his limbs. Let thy spirit penetrate into the kingdom of incorporeal beauties, and strive to become a creator of a heavenly nature, in order that thy mind may be filled with beauties that are elevated above nature. For there is nothing mortal here, nothing which human necessities require. Neither blood vessels nor sinews heat and stir this body, but a heavenly essence, diffusing itself like a gentle stream, seems to fill the whole contour of the figure. He has pursued the python against which he uses his bow for the first time with vigorous step. He has overtaken the monster and slain it. His lofty look, filled with a consciousness of power, seems to rise far above his victory, and to gaze into infinity. Scorn sits upon his lips, and his nostrils are swelling with suppressed anger, which mounts even to the proud forehead, but the peace which floats upon it in blissful calm remains undisturbed, and his eye is full of sweetness as when the muses gather around him seeking to embrace him. The father of the gods and all the images of him which we have remaining, and which art venerates, does not approach so nearly the grandeur in which he manifested himself to the understanding of the divine poet as he does here in the countenance of his son. And the individual beauties of the other deities are here as in the person of Pandora assembled together. A forehead of Jupiter, pregnant with the goddess of wisdom, and eyebrows, the contractions of which express their will. The grandly arched eyes of the queen of the gods, and a mouth shaped like that whose touch stirred with delight the beloved bronchus. The soft hair plays about the divine head as if agitated by a gentle breeze, like the slender waving tendrils of the noble vine. It seems to be anointed with the owl of the gods and tied by the graces with pleasing display on the crown of his head. In the presence of this miracle of art I forget all else, and I myself take a lofty position for the purpose of looking upon it in a worthy manner. My breast seems to enlarge and swell with reverence like the breasts of those who are filled with the spirit of prophecy, and I feel myself transported to Delos and into the Lycaean groves, places which Apollo honored by his presence, for my image seems to receive life and motion, like the beautiful creation of Pygmalion. How is it possible to paint and describe it? Art itself must counsel me, and guide my hand in filling up hereafter the first outlines which I here have sketched, as they who were unable to reach the heads of the divinities which they wished to crown deposited the garlands at the feet of them. So I place at the feet of this image the conception which I have presented of it.